Welcome to our first demo for the Sinopia work cycle number 1, which is from October 2018 through April 2019. Sinopia is a cloud-based linked data editor built as part of the Linked Data for Production project, sponsored by the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation. Development of Sinopia is led by a project team at Stanford, including me, Michelle Pichornik, the product owner, Technical Manager Vivian Long, Scrum Master Darcy Moreda, Lead Developer Jeremy Nelson, Architect Christina Harlow, Developers Naomi Duche and Josh Graben,
And Jeremy.
and Jeremy Nelson. I already said his lead developer.
Oh, whoops.
Sorry. UX designer Astrid Yusong and operations engineer Rob Smith. This is our demo of Sprint 0 of Work Cycle 1.
Hello, this is Naomi talking. So we thought we'd start off by showing you what the code does right now. So I am running the Midbrain profile editor, and this is what folks will be using to edit their Midbrain profiles. So this is how it looks currently. We just forked from the Library of Congress, and the all of the how it looks and what it does is all showing on here, and you can do the stuff. So we're just trying to give you a little bit of a baseline of what things look like, and then the Midbrain editor similarly is just a fork from the Library of Congress code and is not branded or changed in any way, showing any Sinopia localizations. So that's our starting point, but we worked hard this week doing things to show what would happen with this code base. So our code, should anyone want to get this low level, is in this LD4P GitHub project. This is the profile editor, and we have hooked it up with a continuous integration server called Circle CI. And that means that we're basically building a little bit of a safety net so that when we change things, we know we don't break other things. So the work we've done to date is to get this working. We run a code style thing, and it's not really just about style. That sounds kind of fluffy, but it's something that helps us catch errors automatically. And right now we only have warnings. We have a lot of them, unfortunately, but in any case, we have this tool in here, which is awesome. We also run tests. The project came with 0 tests, and we are just getting started running tests. So this is one view of our code coverage, and you can see there's a lot of red and a lot of zeros, so it doesn't look all that fantastic. So let me show you a different view of this, which is not here. There it is. So we can also look at our test coverage in a much better way, and this will show you what's covered and what isn't. And if you drill down, you can actually see exactly which lines have been covered. Red means not. As always, test statistics are a bit misleading because it's just able to tell you whether or not a line executed, but it's a start. And the other thing that we are hooking up, we just have to merge a pull request or two, is a different view of the code base we're starting with. So this is a static analysis tool called Plato, and it will show you things like the total average number of lines, how maintainable the code is judged to be by its analysis, and lines of code. It estimates errors in implementation, similar to the ones we get from running that style guide ESLint. But here we have it. So like this particular file looks like it needs some love to be less frightening, and we can hot sort these, and we can also drill into a particular file and get more information about the file itself. So you can sort of see that there's all kinds of goodies for poking your way around. Similarly, our other project, which is somewhere, sorry about this. The other project is in the same LD4P GitHub organization, and it is called the Sinopia Editor. This is the fork of what was called the Midbrain Editor. We affectionately call it the BFF. This also has been hooked up with continuous integration, and similarly has the same sorts of things available in this view. In this case, we have both the sexy visualizations here. Most of the code is in this file, which is very long. So you can see how it dominates the lines of code. It's quite big. We're going to be refactoring that to be smaller to make it easier to maintain. We're going to break it into pieces. This one is also not looking so lovely. But in any case, we have the same data available, and we also have the coverage. But what we also get, and we will have hooked up for both projects, is, eventually I'll get back to it, is we are using Coverall as a means of tracking our code coverage percentage, and the advantage this gives us is the ability to have the build fail if our coverage goes down. Now you can see we're starting at 0, so it can't really go down from here, but as we work, this number will go up, and we will set the threshold higher, and this will help us make sure that we don't add code that doesn't have tests. I don't think we'll ever retrofit tests to all the existing code, but this is the sort of underpinnings of what we need to build a little safety net for ourselves to do our work. So that is a pretty common thing to do in Sprint 0. This ends the broadcast of our demo for Sprint 0 of the Sinopia project. See you next time.